the price. That's the real price of building that car. And I know how to handle the situation by giving them suggestion on how to build a proper four-wheel drive expander without any hassle, and also building it by using the right tools, the right power, and the right handling. The biggest problem of my car, why it costs so expensive, is it was a one-off car. It's only one car. If you build another AP4 car, they already have an example on how to build it. But this car is special. It's 1 meter longer, 30 centimeter wider, and 70 kilogram heavier. By FIA standard, that's a lot of things need to be done before the car can compete. For example, the angle of my roll cage, that's why the car was delayed for 6 months. When we finish the car and goes to the inspection, the angle of the rear roll cage, because the body is so long, so maybe this is the B pillar. This is the B pillar, and normally the liner roll cage goes to the top mount is only having like how many 45-degree angle, but because the car is so long, the angle on the rear roll cage is too thin. So that's why we have to start everything up. We move the B pillar roll cage and make the angle on the rear roll cage is better. That's tough time, and it's damn expensive. But at the end of the day, yeah, I told people that you need to have a crazy ideas to make it happen, right? This is the first MPV ever to driven in the rally. And maybe I'm a bit crazy, but I can prove that, yeah, if you're not crazy, you're not different. And we are different.
And Rifat, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How does your car perform compared to other your competitors?
You know what? I've been driving it for 25 years, jumping around so many brands, and also the Evos. I've done all Evos, like the whole 1 to 10 straight. I think this is the best ever handling car. The best ever. The best. The travel suspension is 2 times longer than Evo 10. The peak power is like 15% earlier than Evo 10, and this car is still lighter by 180 kilograms from Evo 10. So it was like a perfect build, a proper build family rally car. you know, when the car finished in New Zealand, everybody make a joke of it. I think, Rifat, I don't think you need a mechanic. Why? Because you can fit all 8 tires in the back. You can put like 4 people in the back, and you can put all the tools inside your cabin. So you don't need to have a mechanic. The car can take everything.
Rifat, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If you see, what is this for? This one?
With mana?
Ini buat kayu apa buat lampu?
No.
Atau penggantinya?
No. Sometimes in Indonesia, if we're driving in the rain, because the front windscreen is fogging, and the problem, our car is so long, so my co-driver cannot reach the front window, the front windscreen. So that's why we put them, and normally we put some wipe the rubber for cleaning the front window with it.
I see. It's very effective, I believe.
Very effective. There is no other way.
Yeah.
Have you guys from overseas see the cabin of the car? Coba. Go to my driver's side.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, just sit on it. Just sit in it.
I believe. Sit on it.
Yeah. Duduk aja.
Wait, nggak muat kayaknya.
Oh, nggak muat.
Muat, Deng. Tapi takut gak bisa keluar. Wait.
Jadi, how to start the car? I just show you on how to start the car ya. Please, the camera go to the bottom left, bukan steering tapi ke bagian rem tangan. Look at that. There is two switch, right?
Yeah.
So in the morning, you have to put that switch, okay, in the morning, okay. But you cannot do it now, yeah. Tapi I just show you, okay. In the morning, when you sit okay, ada bucil, Cil. When you want to start the engine, you have to go to the main switch, and then please look at the display. Okay, on the display on the right side, you can see the P oil. So it is an oil pressure. The second one, P oil is 004, right? Nah, to start the engine, itu ada bucil ya di situ ya.
Ada.
To start the engine, just crank. Suruh bucil crank the engine and it has to go 1.1 bar. Just crank it. It will not start.
Tadi crank sampai 1 berapa?
Just pass 1. Just crank it.
Crank it.
Just crank. Terus. Yeah, okay, stop. Okay, stop. So it already reached 1 point something, right?
Yeah.
It means all the oil from the oil pan is already goes up to the piston, and then now you switch the second switch, the ignition switch. Turn on the ignition switch. Yeah. Okay. And then you start it again. Suruh nyalain sekarang.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the engine start, right?
Wow.
See, it's so noisy. But anyway, it's so noisy. Just turn off the engine now. I just want to show you something. Yeah. I just want to show you something else. If you go to the stage, ignitionnya suruh nyalain aja.
Oh, ignitionnya suruh nyalain aja katanya.
Yeah. Look at the display again. If you want to go start the stages, on the steering wheel there is a number. Look at the steering wheel. The left is an engine map. So look at on the left, on the bottom, itu engine map nomor berapa? Engine map number 2, right? It means we have like 4 engine map. Coba putar aja, bisa nomor 2, 2. So number 1 is 300 horsepower, number 2 is 320, number 3 is 330, and number 4 is 350 horsepower.
Okay.
And then on the right side, coba mana videonya nggak kelihatan.
The right side, yeah.
On the right side, there's an ALS call. Nah, ALS-nya juga ada. There is 2 ALS sequel. So this is number 2, but you can switch to number 3. 1 is off, 2 is on, 3 is very aggressive. Okay. And this is not enough. And then you go to the another switch in the bottom, tempat start tadi, the crank switch.
Start. Okay, yeah. Which one?
There's another red switch over there, right? There's a launch control.
Which one?
That's a launch control. The red one, sama yang putar
ya.
This one.
Okay.
Yeah, you can choose. There is a 4 types of launching. This one is maybe number 3, right?
Yeah, number 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 3. So it means it's quite aggressive. And then after you start the engine, please nggak usah dinyalain tapi. Please check on the display. On the display again. Okay. On the steering, please show us the steering. On the steering, there's a stage in the middle. Ada switch button ya. Ada switch stage button.
Ya.
Coba pencet.
Pencet ya.
Yeah. Oh, see, it's different. This is like attack mode. Nah, kalau ini udah dipencet, when you push the stage button, there also another one button on the right side. It's called launch.
What? Launch.
See that one? Yeah, launch. Yeah, that one. Okay. The red one. Just push launch.
Push it?
Yeah, push it. Just press it. Coba lihat
Okay.
display sekarang. See, that's launch. So it means this car is ready to launch and entering the stages. So that's how you control your Xpander, $500,000 Xpander to start the stage. Look how many buttons that you need to do.
Yeah, how many combination to start in every condition?
Yeah. And it
Okay.
all depends on the type of the road.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Rifat, I
another
have a
interesting
question.
story. Oh yeah, yes, please.
Yeah. So with all of those mechanism of how to operate this specific expander, do you do that
Yeah.
while you're sudden stop, or you do that also while you're moving?
No, I did it before I start this stage. So every time I do it is
Okay.
on the sudden stop.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Another interesting feature in the Xpander is if you see the handbrake, coba mana dalam mobil lihat. If you see the handbrake lever,
Handbrake.
mana?
This one.
Nah,
The
look,
red one.
yeah, look at the handbrake. There is no oil in the handbrake lever. Look at the bottom. There is no oil, right? Only some pressure in the bottom. The crazy thing about the handbrake is all the oil is in the handbrake lever. Di tongkatnya itu isinya oli. No, not that one. The lever, the pole. Tiangnya itu.
On the stick itself.
Yeah, on the stick. Inside the stick is an oil for the handbrake.
Okay, I see. Because this one there is no oil, and the oil come from the this one, yeah.
Yeah. So it helps. It has more weight, and it's easier for me to pull the handbrake because the lever is already heavy. Because inside the handbrake stick, it's full with oil.
Cool.
Can I know what is the meeting password?
Sorry?
The meeting password.
Oh, the meeting password. I don't know. What is the meeting password? So ada yang tanya meeting passwordnya apa?
Om Wira meeting passwordnya apa? Xpander kalau nggak salah ya. I believe it's Xpander.
Wira minta password. Just told Om Wira.
Om Rifat, there is no air conditioner in this car, ya?
Oh no, because air condition is so expensive, so that's why the car is not equipped with air condition. But in the center console button, there's a fan. If you see, there's a fan button in the middle.
Oh,
that's the only air that you can have inside the cabin. But also another interesting feature is if there is a light, there is a glow in the dark light. So when it's what is that? When we go to the dark mode on the stage, please look at on your head. Ada light kan? On your top right head in the roll cage, there is a purple light. So everything, so all the stickers and all the writing inside the car was glow in the dark. So suddenly it turns into the X-ray light malam-malam.
Cool. Very detailed explanation. Thank you very much, Om Rifat.
Oh yeah, sure. Maybe you can turn off the ignition. Otherwise, the car is on all the time. When you put a stage mode, everything was recorded inside the ECU.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can turn off that main switch.
This one, yeah?
Yeah.
Main?
You have to
go up.
Yeah. Pull up and then switch.
It's very okay.
Yeah.
It's turned off now.
Okay.
Cool. I will try to get out from this car. You can see.
Oh no,
how...
just no, that's easy. You can wait. You can pull the steering. Bucil mana
pull
bucil?
The steering.
Bucil mana bucil?
How to pull?
Where is my mechanic? Where is my mechanic?
Bucil mana? Orangnya ini mana? Panggilin.
That's an easy way to get out from the car. Okay.
So how?
Behind the steering. Behind the steering. No. I'm gonna show you how to get out. Behind the steering bisa ditarik Om, pakai kiri sama kanan, ada per di belakangnya. To pull out the steering. Yeah.
Ini ya?
Iya,
Ini ya?
pencet aja. Taruh di atas ada gantungan setirnya. Di atas ada gantungan setirnya. You can hang
Ini
the
ya?
steering. Yeah.
Oke.
See, you can
Terus
go out now, easy.
kaki duluan ya,
Easier.
Om?
Iya dong, kaki kanan duluan.
This is one of the safety.
Okay.
I'm too big for
See?
this.
Anyway, your stomach doesn't stuck in the steering wheel, right? Because the steering wheel is too expensive.
Cool. Should I put back the steering wheel?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's
Okay, good.
Later.
Steeringnya bisa dicabut-cabut, macam kereta Mr. Bean.
Iya, macam itu. And you know what?
Untuk
There's
keselamatan.
another crazy thing, but I couldn't show it now. Those steering wheel, if you go out from the car, I have another what is that? I have another feature. It can turn on the car outside from the car, from the steering.
How
So
to
if
do
you
it?
push this, yeah, but it's a bit complicated. No, I cannot show it
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Because some of the feature was connected with the Bluetooth inside
Remote
all
control.
the. Iya, macam remote control ya.
Wow. For the past 15 minutes, we learned a lot about AP4. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
Amrita.
Yeah. The main thing is how to get out from this car properly.
Yeah.
If only I could switch place with Pras, I would love you to do that. You know, the whole experiencing. Trying the
To
car
Jakarta.
itself is already, the best.
If you try to find the fuel filling door, there is none. Because if you fill the fuel, you cannot use it normal fuel. You have to pump it with the FIA special equipment fuel line.
Okay. The rear door, yeah. This one?
Yeah, but I think on the left side. If
Oh,
I'm
on the
not
left
mistaken,
side.
I forgot left or right. Yeah, there is a hose that you can have to plug in, and then that's how you filling the gas of the car. It has a
Okay.
82 liter tank.
This one is the tank, yeah.
Yeah, that's an 82 liter tank. See, there is two hose, right? Two black hose.
This one.
That, you know what, the most interesting yet, the thing was built by Kevlar, and it's a bubble Kevlar. So when if you don't fill it fuel, the bubble will shrink into half of the capacity.
Oh.
And the
Cool.
tank, that's inside, so you can expand it, just more, become shrinking and expanded. And the tank costs you 1 unit of expander.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, the tank only,
Just the fuel tank only?
just the fuel tank only.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow. And,
See, that's why I
Damn.
told you from Philippines that is it necessary to build the car exactly like mine, or you just want to build it like you want to have an experience? Because you can use the tank by the cost of $1,000 only, and it's enough if you don't need to do it for competition.
Oh yeah,
I
Amrita,
think you have a point.
Yeah, when Pras enter your car the first time, he smell gasoline. Is that normal?
And that's normal.
Yeah, because actually when I open this door, it feels immediately my eye become watery.
Yeah.
Very very irritating to your eyes.
Yeah. No, that's normal. That's happen in every race car because of the fuel. Fuel door is inside the cabin. See how complicated the roll cage is.
Rifat, what is the fuel tank capacity?
82.
82, yeah, you're right. Because the guy beside me, he's from a media. He just asked me, and you were right, 82 liters, right?
82 liters. The fuel itself, why 82? Because by having 350 horsepower on the stage, we need to carry at least 60 liters of fuel every time.
60
Yeah, at least. at least we have to carry 60 liters of fuel. Because when we put the maximum, maximum power of the car, it can drink 1 kilometer, 1 liter for 1.2 kilometer only.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Rifat, on those 20-something years of your experience, have you ever ran out of gas while you're, in a competition?
Not only from competition, when I'm leading Asia Pacific Rally Championship in Malaysia. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. When I was in the first position and already finished the stages on the way to service, we're running out of fuel. Not because of the wrong calculation, but because the car was overheating. The ECU automatic switch the mode to survive the engine. And how to decline the temperature level is by spraying more, like 40 or 50% more fuel into the block of the engine from the injector. So the temperature is going down. So that's why the fuel consumption it's different to the normal fuel consumption. So that's why we're running out of gas about 3 kilometers before the service while we are leading the championship. The second place was Alistair McRae, Colin McRae brother, and also I forgot who else. There's another 5 amazing driver. It was that time. It was Evo 10 Cusco Cup.
Wow, that must have been very suck.
Oh yeah. To be old and wise, first you need to be young and stupid.
Wow. Such an amazing story. Okay,
Yes.
guys, do you have any more question to Mr. Rifat, to Rifat Sungkar?
I do have one. With this all of this specification of the rally car, what is the probably the most difficult task that you have to watch out for, especially during the race, aside from the overheating?
I think the most difficult thing is when you have to decide the type of your tire, because it's so gambling all the time. And then secondly, also need to know the setup of the suspension. About the overheating is normal. Every time we overheating, not the engine, but the driver and the co-driver, because it's so hot inside the cabin. But for racing wise, yeah, set up the suspension is one of the hardest thing I have done in my life. And choosing the right tire it's super crucial. It looks the same. The tire all looks the same, round and black, but it's like totally different character and totally different feeling if you choose the wrong tire. Yeah.
So as far as I know as well, for rally cars, it also gonna be depends on what type of terrain that you will run through. The PSI and that type of tire is also have to be specific designed for that kind of terrain. Am I correct?
Yes, indeed. On how to choose the tire, most of us making a wrong move because of the terrain condition. While actually the tire more sensitive to the changing of the temperature compared to the terrain. So for example, if we go to the muddy section, all the Indonesian guys, they choose the softest compound. While actually in the middle of the muddy terrain, the sun was about 35 degrees Celsius. So the tire maybe works for 1 or 2 kilometers. But after that, the tire is overheating and it doesn't work at all. While on your mindset, if you put a medium tire or hard compound tire, they said, why? How come the medium or hard compound can pass the mud? Because it's hard. Yeah, I know, but in a certain temperature, the tire starts to melt it and it gives you the best traction ever. But you cannot convince yourself. Why? What is the reason of having a hard compound tire on the muddy section? Those dilemma is always on the head. So that's why we need to decide the tire compound by the temperature of the location, not because of the terrain. The terrain different is about the pattern. So some tire is closed, they have a closed pattern. Some tire has the bigger groove that related to the terrain. But the compound of the tire, it depends on the temperature of the location.
All right. Thank you for answering that question.
Easy. Not a difficult question for me.
How long you take your time to build this car?
Sorry?
How long did you take your time to build this car?
To build this car.
How long?
Actually, total time, it's supposed to be 9 months, but at the end, it's about 1 year and 5 months because of the 6-month delay. I told the story before because this is one-off car, the only one in the world, the MPV built as a rally car. So we need to build everything by ourselves. I mean, they built it specially for this car. Like just this car has a 1 meter longer than the normal 84, 120 actually, and then it's 30 centimeter wider than the other car. It has a different cross member structure when we install the AP4 normal spec car, and some roll cage is so long, so that's why we have to move back the B pillar on inside the cabin. So yeah, there's a lot of dramas, but it's easy to make the second one if it's necessary. I was driving in Malaysia for so long. Like I was a Malaysian runner-up driver in 2005, and my brother is 2006 Malaysian rally champion. We have a very good relation with all the Malaysian driver over there. So if there's a rally Malaysia, if I came, you have to see me there. Malaysia is my second hometown. Malaysia and New Zealand is the same. Everybody knows us over there, like everybody.
If you come here, please let us know.
Oh yeah, sure. Should I bring the Xpander?
Yeah. Since our Xpander is still new here, around 4 to 5 months, so mostly us standard.
Okay, so I think I have to go because I have to catch up another plane. I'm in Bali at the moment. I have to go to Surabaya because there is another job to do. I have to be there in 1 hour, so I have to go. So any other more questions, maybe?
Last one question, Rifat, if you don't mind.
No problem.
Okay, so since this Xpander rally car is the only MPV rally car, what is the advantage and disadvantage of having an MPV in the rally car segment?
Okay, on WRC competition, maybe everybody think this is a very improper car to drive in the World Championship, but that's not our goal. Our goal is showing that Xpander, especially Mitsubishi, has an attention to be in the motorsport division after we postponed for so long. I know maybe this is not the most proper car to race if you compare to the previous generation, but this is a very, what is that? A very familiar and very popular car amongst our region. I want to show you to the world that the world has changed. On the previous generation, if we don't drive with a sedan, like an Evo, you're not driving a proper rally car or race car. But then it switched to the hatchback because sedan is no longer sales. The sales of sedan is declining like crazy. So they started driving hatchback. And then after hatchback came up, the family car started to become popular. Okay? So this is like the trend of the world is changing. I was the head of Rallying Indonesia about 2 years ago. And I want to approach people who like rally more. If I bought an R5 car or WRC car, maybe in some area, they adore me because the car was so high-tech. but it's very unreachable. There is no emotional bonding between me and my fan because they only can adore me. They cannot reach me. By having Xpander, we have such a huge community. You know, it's a family. We are close to each other, and I think no other brand was thinking having a family car to show in people when the car can jump, go to the mud, and do crazy things. You know, I drove Pajero Sport in off-road racing a few years ago, and I was driving the only diesel engine car amongst 200 cars. And everybody said, "You're crazy driving this car." And I say, "I believe on the brand. I can show you that we can do something." And I come become a champion among 200 cars in 2013, and the only diesel engine car. And then people look at, okay, you following the trend of the world, right? Yeah, I want to show that the newer generation is better than the previous one. This car maybe has a disadvantage of the body is so long, but it's okay. It's shorter than Pajero. I can win in Pajero. Why I cannot win in Xpander? This car is so much easier. And then when this car launched, I have a promise to myself. I don't want to be the trendsetter of Asia. That's too swallow. I want to show to the world that maybe other manufacturer can also build the same thing, because this is the family car is very popular. And I say to myself, I have to become a trending topic of the world because of this. And it happens. You know, I have so many new friends from Chile, German, Greek, UK, talking about this car. What kind of crazy idea you're doing? I say, man, you know, the world has changed, and we have to answer the market. You know, they are questioning. I will become a racer. I want to become big. Yeah, but you have to buy an Evo. Okay, that's out of my league. But when I win with Xpander, you know, everybody driving Xpander has an emotional bonding to me. And when they want to have the car, you can just go to the dealer and you can do leasing for three years, easy, $500 per month, $200. So that's the bridge that I want to build. I have a disadvantage not having a proper short car, but I have a big advantage of having you guys beside me while I'm driving, no matter where I go.
Oh, Sir Bravo, thank you so much for that lovely answer. It's really a good thing that you incorporate the community into your competition. So it's really a good thing that you do that. So with that, in regards, you have the full support not only from your country but all over Asia and
Yes,
hopefully
thank you.
all over the globe with the exposure that you're trying to do with Expanders. So we really thank you so much for you doing that.
No problem. They are my energy, man. You know what? If I have on the low energy section, I just tell them, hey, please watch me. I'm driving. And when they come, I have a courage of, okay, we have to attack again. I will not disappoint you guys. Yesterday, about what, 1 month ago, our first national championship, we become number one among 96 cars. So yeah, the car is okay. And we win by 18 seconds, maybe, by miles. Yeah, this car has potential.
Wow.
Very.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rifat, for spending the time with us, for
Likewise, no problem.
always sharing, and it's really useful, and it's a new knowledge to us. Well, actually, most of us. And please don't forget, if you ever visit any of the country which are Xpander is selling on that country, please let us know.
Sure. And I also have to thank you, all of you guys, of this inspirational meeting, bonding one to another, right? This is maybe the first time I ever have this kind of meeting from all around Asia. Yeah, I hope we can become a family. And also thank you for Mitsubishi of creating this such an amazing car, so we can enjoy it no matter what kind of activity that we having.
Thank you so much, Rifat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rifat.
Okay, thank you. I have to go. I'm
So much,
sorry, I have
Rikat.
to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
best of
Have
luck
a great
to
day.
you.
Sorry, Kap. Okay. Thank you. I have to go now, yeah?
Okay, wait, Rifat. We're gonna take a picture together, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay, Amir, can you please?
Wait. Take picture, yeah.
Yes, taking pictures.
Okay, open up your video, guys, please.
Okay,
Okay,
Brad, please turn on your video, please.
okay, one.
Send it to me later, Yome.
Sure,
Yes, we
no
will.
worries.
We will. We'll do that.
1, 2, 3. Okay, wait. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
Oke, nanti hari ini dilihat
Sama-sama,
aja.
Rifat. Thank you.
Siap.
Nanti saya posting apa yang akan terjadi. Oke. Posting
Thank
project
you, thank you.
berikutnya. Posting project berikutnya biar seru.
We'll be waiting. Thank you.
Oke. In 1 hour. Oke. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Om
everyone.
Rifat.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, that was very nice of him to share with us, right? Okay. Oh, Om Pras, who's that, Om Pras?
What, Om Dani? Can you repeat?
Who is she?
I don't know.
Can you get close to her, please?
She's model.
Get a phone number.
Oh wow, that's really nice. Okay, guys, we still have about 20 minutes. We'd like to take the time for each of us to introduce himself and his community, or how Xpander is doing in their country. And I will start on my top left screen, which is Om Didi. I would like to introduce Om Didi to you. He is one of the founders of Indonesia. Om Didi, would you mind letting us know maybe behind the story of how X-MOC, Xpander Mitsubishi Owner Club Indonesia, was created?
Thank you. Thank you, Om Dani. Hello, guys. Good morning. Nice to see you all, and glad to be with you all today. In this afternoon, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Didi Zakaria from Indonesia, and I'm one of the founders of Xpander Mitsubishi Owners Club Indonesia. I live in Jakarta, and it was 2017 when the first Mitsubishi Xpander is launched in Jakarta. It's about in August 2017 on the exhibition, international exhibition in Jakarta. It was held on August. I am as the visitor at the first day exhibition in Jakarta, and the Xpander is already launched a few hours before. At that exhibition, I make purchasing of the Mitsubishi Xpander exactly at the 10th of August 2017. After I make purchasing, have a purchasing letter from the dealer, from the Mitsubishi, I try to open the social media, especially at Facebook, and I open the group. The first group of Xpander ever happened in Indonesia. There was not X-MOC for the name, but in the few days I found the established name is Xpander Mitsubishi Owners Club Indonesia. And then after 1 month, from 10th of August 2017, especially as September 10th, 2017, we are about 10 to 12 people who has purchasing letter of Mitsubishi Xpander gathering at the one place in Jakarta and declaring the founding of Xpander Mitsubishi Owners Club Indonesia. That is the story how X-MOC Indonesia is found and built for the first time. And after 2 months, after 10th of August, we already have about 100 the owner of the purchasing letter of Mitsubishi Xpander. And after several months later, we have already a lot of become an owner of Mitsubishi Xpander, even though we have only have purchasing letter. That's the story for the first story, and until now we have already 5,100 members. It's about yeah, it's about 5,100 members of Xpander Mitsubishi Owners Club Indonesia. And now acting as the chairman of the board is Om Dari, which is running the organization from 2019 until this year, 2021, and we will have what is called re-elected for the new chairman of the board at September 2021. That's, I think, small latest stories about the Xpander Mitsubishi Owners Club Indonesia, and we have the structure of the organization is we have a board of founders, we have a board of management, and we have also supervision function for the organization. I think that is enough, Mr. Dani. Please, we continue this meeting. Thank you once again for the participants of this meeting. Thank you very much for good evening. Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you, Om Didi. So, the most funny story about X-MOC at the beginning was me, Om Didi, and 10 other guys. We created X-MOC before we even got the car. So we created X-MOC before we even got the car, because for the first buyer we had to wait for almost like mine, for instance. I have to wait 6 months before I receive my car. So it took us that long, because a lot of people are buying, and PT MMKSI as the sole distributor of Mitsubishi in Indonesia didn't realize that so many people wanted to buy that car. So for the next, I would like to
Bro,
go to
bro, Danny.
Yeah?
I think also the most of the member from Malaysia and Thailand, I think they have the same experience with us. Is it correct, Mr. Isan, bro Isan, and from Malaysia? Is there any that
Yes.
you have the waiting list or something like that, or is there any? Correct,
Currently,
right?
our waiting list about 4 to 5 months just to get the new Mitsubishi Xpander. Just like the first batch of Indonesia. So currently our waiting list just to get the car is quite long.
Okay, Isma, since you already talked about Xpander in Malaysia, would you mind continuing about introduce yourself and your friend from Malaysia and about your organization, how about the Xpander and all? After that, we go to Philippines with SPD. Please
Hi
go ahead,
and
Isma.
good evening to all Asian Xpander members. My name is Isma and I'm the Vice President of Asia Xpander Owners Club. For your information, Mitsubishi Xpander had launched in Malaysia market in November 2020 with only one model, variants. Hence, actually we are the newbies in the ASEAN market. There are also many Xpander community in Malaysia. However, MSOC is the only official Xpander club registered with the Registry Roster Society Malaysia in the 5th March 2021. So we still new. We also have been recognized by our principal Mitsubishi Motors Malaysia as an official Xpander club which can collaborate and represent them. For members as 27 May 2021, we had about 231 members from all over Malaysia. Currently, our team are dedicated to see an opportunity to provide best benefit to all our club members. Actually, on the first stage, we managed to collaborate with certain Mitsubishi authorized dealer, which able to give privilege and discount on the service. We also in the midst of discussion with accessory supplier, insurance company, and emergency breakdown service on the collaboration and any privilege support. Since there's MSOC and Xpander market in Malaysia are still new, plus we are currently in the pandemic situation, we still unable to organize any club event officially. Our club committee in the midst of discussion to organize an athletic contest in social media as our first official event, and we also had training with our principal to conduct CSR event during this tough situation. Hopefully, with this Asian collaboration, we can learn more from all of you as our senior in Xpander market. Please do share with us if you have an idea to improve our club also. Thanks for giving us an opportunity to be part of the Asian Xpander team. Last but not least, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Isma. Is
Unmute,
Iksan
unmute,
and
unmute,
Pekan would like to
unmute,
add
unmute,
something?
unmute.
Okay, thank you so much, Isma. Would Iksan and Pekan add something else?
So far, nothing much to tell here. Because we are still new, we are still modifying our car. So we will keep you updated what we do here, and then we see how it goes. Because right now it's under pandemic, it's under our MCO, it's quite hard to share everything.
Okay. How about you, Pekan?
Everything's okay.
Okay, then we go to Philippines with Matthew. Don't forget to unmute, Matthew.
Okay, there you go. Hi everyone. Good day to everyone. My name is Matthew. I'm from the Philippines. So I'm the one of the founders of Mitsubishi Xpander Owners Club Philippines. Currently, we have 18,000 members in the group, but the exact numbers of Xpander owners, yeah, we don't know exactly because it's kind of hard to filter all of the members that are joining our group. Some are aspiring to buy an Xpander in the future. The group was created back in 2018. I created that when I received my unit, so I was lucky enough to be part of the first batch of Xpander owners in the Philippines. And so far, the response in our country in terms of the expander unit itself is really great. But there are still a lot of other people who believes in other brand because of how dominant it was before. And there's a lot of discussion in terms of comparison, which is way more better looking compared to expander. So we don't want to argue with that one because we have our own personal style, and that is why we choose expander, and that is why they choose a different type of brand. In terms of our group, we try to, as much as possible, cater everyone in terms of how can we help them out. So at the moment, me and my moderators, we are having a discussion to create a group chat on a specific area in the country so that in the event that one of our members need a roadside assistance, we can quickly react and help them out. Not only from our group, but we specify that any expander owners that would be needing help in the event that they are having problems, then if we can help them out, that would be okay as well. Also, currently, we are launching what we call the community pantry event. So the community pantry is technically we will offer any food to any people who needed it right now because of the pandemic. So we will set up this table and we will put rice, food, um, clothes or anything that the people will need, and they can grab anything they want. So it's up to you if you want to grab everything, but of course you have to be considerate for the others, so you can grab a little stuff from out of it. So it's happening right now in our country, the community pantry. And one of our co-founder of the group, which is Mary Grace, she's spearheading this type of project in the South, and hopefully that we can launch this kind of activity as well all over the country. And also I was planning to get a lot of exclusive discounts for my members and different types of let's say services that would be beneficial for the expanders. So currently, I do have a contract with one of the distributor here in the Philippines. So my members, if they go there, they will have a discount in terms of if they will have what you call that, periodical maintenance service, or even any parts that they needed, they will have a discount. And I'm still coordinating with some of the tire manufacturers, battery manufacturers, and so on and so forth. So that's what we're trying to do. But again, we don't want to limit this kind of benefit only to our group. So if any group would like to ask on how to do it, we don't want to just keep it to ourselves. We want to share it to everyone. And probably what I'm looking forward for this Asian group that we have, I know that we are a car group, but I think one of the best I would say goal that we will have is probably humanitarian projects that we will have in the near future. We know that Asia is really common in terms of flooding and storms. So we get those kind of challenges in our region. So sometimes a specific country needs a lot of help, and if our group would be able to extend help to any nations in Asia, that will be a good thing. So again, it's an honor and privilege for me to be part of this group. So thank you so much for inviting me, and I'll bring it back to Danny. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Okay, next I would like to go to Trio. Where are you from, Trio? Unmute, please.
Hi,
Hey.
I'm from Malaysia.
You're also from Malaysia.
My car accessory. Then this is my friend. Fazli. My name is Fazli. Yeah. I'm the owner of this car.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were from other than from Malaysia.
Yeah, I'm from Malaysia. We are from MXC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to finally meet you guys.
Okay, nice to meet you.
And from Thailand, are you still here? Are you still here with us?
Thailand, he just left. He just left. I see in the WhatsApp group. Thailand.
Just left, is it?
Just left the meeting. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, okay, guys. For the last content, I will give feedback to Pras. He's gonna show you what's going on beside the AP4 content, and we are sorry because we have another meeting with media in about 10 minutes, or maybe less than that, about 5 minutes. We're gonna close this meeting today. It is really appreciated that you guys can spend the time and to meet us and share with everything we have here. And I surely hope that this is not the last meeting that we are having. We're gonna have more and more meetings, and I think we're gonna share that in our WhatsApp group, what we can do after this. And once again, you can see what Pras is sharing with us. This is the other side of the venue that we are at the moment. There were about 50 Omiraya, but 50 modified Xpander gathered here. We are located in South Jakarta. As you can probably see on your screen. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Yes, Danny. Now I'm entering the area of our member that have modified their expander. As you can see, there are many modification has been done to express the owner of the expander. For example, this one, you can see this one is for the outdoor activity. But if you can see this, the tire wash.
The king of gray.
As you can see, this is the fender is almost touching the tire. And this one is belong to Om Didi. And this is our favorite.
Ooh.
We call it Iron Man.
Iron Man. Oh, like a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the wheel using Mercedes-Benz wheel. Okay.
Ini baru betul idola nih.
Yeah. This is our favorite.
Yeah.
So this is the other. And this one, the location of FV4. Yes.
First question for, because I just saw the interior of the expander. So all of the variants or in Indonesia, the interior is beige. Am I correct?
Yes, except the sport variant, which is have black inside interior.
All right,
And I believe, yeah, this one is actually Xpander cross from the dealer. The cross, I believe, using dark chocolate interior.
Okay, I see. Because here in the Philippines, all of the expander unit, the interior is all comes in black, so we don't have a beige option. But I'm not so sure for cross if it's also have the option for the chocolate one. Well, thank you, thank you.
Okay, so these are our event or event location or venue, and these are the car, Om Dani cars, Om Wira cars is over there, and my car is over there.
Can you focus on the black one, left side of Iron Man?
This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Look nice, simple, but look rough. Huh? How big the spot in the rim?
I believe it's
20 or 19?
20, I think.
20.
20.
This cars is already we put in the review in our YouTube as X-MOC. I will give you the link. Yeah.
Okay, anything else? Because we are at the end of the venue. Those are all of our modified expander line up together. Okay, back to you, Om Dani.
Thank you so much for your report, Om Pras. Okay, guys, we are at the end of the meeting today. Once again, I really appreciate for you spending the time and sharing with us. Hopefully, we can do the same thing in the near future. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, and
thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Now it's raining.
So thank you so much. Okay, we will continue in our WhatsApp group. All right. Thank you
Okay.
again.
Thank you all.
See you
again.
again.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you from Malaysia, from Philippines, Thailand. All. See you again.
Ya.
So we close.
Yes.
Kompak Pak, kompak.
Kompak selalu.
Ya.
Kompak selalu. Ya.
Serumpun kita.
Siap.
Ya, jaga cahaya.
Assalamualaikum guys.
Assalamualaikum. See you again.
Sampai
Bye.
jumpa lagi. Ya. Thank you Bro Isma.